All the way live radio, CKUT 90.3 FM, every single Wednesday from 3 to 5. This is Pro V. Thank you very much for tuning in. Glad you're tuned in and about to enjoy a good one here with JRed The Doctor.
Yay.
Thanks for coming through, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me, man. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, man. Been a while since I've seen you in CKUT.
Yeah, man.
I think the first time I met you was at Off the Hook Radio.
Yeah.
Like years ago. Probably
like 2015.
Maybe even before that, I think.
Oh, yeah. I've been here before that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. And you were there with SkinDeep. You came through.
Right.
And yeah, man. And so, but yeah, that's not the last time I saw you here. But
well, it was good to be back.
That was the first time. But yeah, JRed The Doctor. He's got some great new music.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if we should start with the track or just get into talking about it, but we might as well start with the track and let the people know what you're about.
Yeah, let's get right into it. Let's start with Exploded. I just put out this video a couple days ago. It's with my man 80 Rock, and yeah, this is the PACKMAN album, so everyone get familiar with it. Exploded, produced by 80 Rock. Your Doctor.
All the way live radio, CKUT 90.3 FM. This is Pro V here with JRed The Doctor. That was
Exploded.
Produced by 80 Rock. Big
I
shout
put
out to
the
80.
pack in the pot, and it exploded.
Yeah, man. So this is from the new album, PACKMAN.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about the creation of... Let's talk about that track. You just dropped a video for it.
So that track was the first one we recorded for this album before we knew that it was even for this album. We recorded that almost 3 years ago. It was in January 2020. I had just been working on a beat pack that 80 sent me. So we started with that joint. Mori Regal linked up in the studio that same day we recorded Speedmaster. So yeah, we had no idea where things were going.
Because that's before the ROCKFELLAS album, right?
Yes, exactly. So this is pretty much what sparked the ROCKFELLAS album, was that session of me working on just a random kind of 80 beat pack. And then Regal came through and we knocked out Speedmaster. And then right after that, we knocked out 88, which ended up being on ROCKFELLAS. And that's kind of what sparked the whole idea that became ROCKFELLAS. And then after we dropped that album, I still had a couple of these 80 songs that we left off of ROCKFELLAS that I still wanted to use for something. So that's why they're on this album.
Yeah, man. It's a nice one. I'm surprised it didn't make it to the first cut.
Yeah, well, I thought Speedmaster was going to be on ROCKFELLAS, truthfully. But 80 could speak about that when he shows up. But
cool.
80 wanted to leave Speedmaster off it. I had no problem with that because now it's on my album, so I'm happy with it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So Exploded, and then you just talked about Speedmaster.
Yeah.
You dropped a video for that.
Yeah.
Recently as well.
Yeah, KOZYKEV, we filmed that probably in August or September. I forget now, but we filmed that sometime by the end of summer. KOZYKEV killed it. That's the director, the guy who shoots a lot of our videos. He shot a lot of the ROCKFELLAS videos as well. So yeah, we recorded that the same day. I did Exploded. Right after that, Mori Regal showed up. Shouts to Regal, that's my guy. He showed up to the studio, and we did Speedmaster. It was actually the day after. I remember this day very specifically because it was the day after Kobe Bryant died. R.I.P. to Kobe, obviously. So it was a Monday. It was a Monday afternoon. We were in the studio, and Mori Regal pulled up. He had just been at like a boozy brunch, and he was talking about how he just had bottomless mimosas. And this all ties together, so just bear with me. So he came through. It was a Monday, the Monday after Kobe died, 2020, January. I forget the exact date. But he came through and he was like, yo, I just was drinking mimosas at brunch, blah, blah, blah. And that's why if you hear in Speedmaster, he starts his verse, he says, mimosas on Mondays, hoes off the runway, da-da-da-da-da. But he starts the verse really, really accurately in terms of what was going on in the studio that day.
Yeah, man. So let's talk about the concept of the Speedmaster video, and then the concept of the Exploded video. And big shout out to Lemme Kno, who's here in the building.
Hi everyone.
Yeah, how could I forget? Yeah,
No,
so the exploded video that we were just talking about, obviously is shot and directed by my man Lemme Kno.
Respect.
He killed it. We had a good time filming it as well. It was light work, really. We just linked up, me, him, 80. We banged it out in not a long time at all, and it was just a good time, really.
Yeah, it seems like a chill night.
It was
Chill
a
night
time
on the town, just relaxing in Chinatown, take a few shots, and
that's it. That's really all it was. We got that amazing shot of 80 pulling up and parking.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows, that took like a good 3 times because 80's still new at driving.
Oh, that's good.
So we banged that out. That was a 3-taker, and no, it all came together really nicely.
That's good.
As for the Speedmaster concept that you asked about, the concept was really just the watch Speedmaster. It was really an ode to 80 Rock. 80 Rock is a big watch guy for anyone who doesn't know, and he kind of put me on to the Omega Speedmaster watch. And so when we made that song, it was really like a shouting out 80, saying Speedmaster, and then I copped a Speedmaster. Obviously, 80 Ben had a Speedmaster, so the direction of the video was really, all right, let's just put on our fly watches and get fly and ride around the city.
Anything you want to say about the Exploded video?
I mean,
from the director's
I had a great time.
Standpoint.
These are close friends of mine.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. But
we're all best friends here, so it's like I had a minor flip out. I had a little one in the tunnel. I had a minor flip out. Just we couldn't get the shots. We're probably about a half an hour in, and nothing yet. And I'm just like, okay, guys, like we got to get something. The roads are a little bumpy in Montreal, so it's like we don't have any car shots. We haven't stopped yet. We haven't performed, and I'm just like, okay, I'm starting to lose my shit. So I had a little minor flip out in the car, but I mean that's part of it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Mind you, his flip out is very, very mild. Like it was very light. It was all in good fun.
Yeah, it was literally 12 seconds, but
And it's all
no, it was a fun time. Great night.
for a better cause as well. It's
and it all worked out. So we happy.
And as for that first shot, the pull up, they kept going around the block. So it's not like, I mean, it's a one-way street on Saint Laurent, so you got to go all the way around, come back around that light. So if you miss it, like I'm just standing on the corner with a gimbal on not the best area. At like 12 at night, it's kind of raining, and I'm just waiting for them to pull back up again to get this again. So yeah, it was.
I like the lighting on that one and the timing of everything.
Worked out nice.
Yeah.
Came together for sure. I'm happy with it, man.
And many more.
Oh yeah.
We got a whole slew in the chamber.
Nice.
Yeah, we got videos in the tuck right now.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're talking about Speedmaster a bunch, so why don't we get into it?
Yeah, let's get into this, and shout out to Mori Regal and having mimosas on Mondays, and shouts to 80 and his expensive watch collection.
All the way live radio, CKUT 90.3 FM, every single Wednesday from 3 to 5. That was JRed The Doctor featuring Mori Regal with Speedmaster, produced by 80 Rock. And we're here with JRed The Doctor.
Yeah.
Lemme Kno.
Hi.
I mean, that joint is super fire. I'm happy 80 wanted to leave it off ROCKFELLAS, because I won that.
Yeah, man, I like that one.
I love it. So yeah, like I was saying, right after we recorded that joint, we got right into 88. We banged this one out super quick, me and Regal. Pause. And then we got right into 88, and just how easy we recorded those 2 songs and how quickly we recorded those 2 songs really led to the idea of, yo, we should do a tape, because the chemistry feels right. It just seems easy. It seems like the smart move. So the 80 pack that I was then working on became an 80 pack that me and Regal started working on together, and that's what became ROCKFELLAS. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, do you want to play a track from ROCKFELLAS?
Yo,
Like,
absolutely.
should we play 88 while we're talking about that?
I mean, I'm still waiting for 80 to show up. It's a lot of 80
doesn't-
talk, but no 80
Forget
in
it.
the
Forget it.
flesh.
Don't worry about that guy.
No, I'm not.
But
Yeah, sure. Let's get right into 88.
We're on the chronological, thing here.
Exactly.
The way it's
So,
working,
so yeah, let's get right into 88.
All the way live radio, CKUT 90.3 FM. That was the ROCKFELLAS with 88, and ROCKFELLAS is 80 Rock, JRed The Doctor, and Mori Regal.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, 80 Rock.
Welcome yourself.
Thank you. So polite. So yeah, man. So you said you were listening on the way here. You
I
kinda
was.
heard What's going on so far?
Yeah, man.
Third attempt of parking and all
Speedmaster.
that talk. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you walked in. You said, "Oh, maybe we should take Speedmaster off of PACKMAN."
Well, I figure if we're gonna take it off ROCKFELLAS,
But
which
it's too
was
late 'cause PACKMAN
obviously
already
better
dropped.
than PACKMAN, we should probably take it off PACKMAN also.
Wow.
Right?
Wow. 80's been trying to bury this song for so long, but he can't do it. I won't let him.
It's good.
Well, you won. You won. It's out.
I know.
That's
Yeah,
what we
man.
can do. We can take it down after. We should take it down after the show.
You won? Won?
Sorry, what? What was that word?
Oh, sorry.
I don't think- I don't know if that mic is
I
on.
got you. I got your mic. now.
Juan?
Okay, won. WON. Won.
Obi-Wan.
Yikes.
Past tense.
All right. Well, before this interview gets a little too far, I'm gonna bring it back to JRed The Doctor.
Yeah, reel it in.
PACKMAN.
Reel it in. Yes, sir.
Just dropped
Oh, yeah.
last week. Available where?
It's available on my Bandcamp. So that would be jreddthedoctor.bandcamp.com. And as of yesterday,
Tell them again.
again,
One more time.
Yeah.
that's jreddthedoctor.bandcamp.com.
Yeah.
And as of yesterday, it's available on Apple Music. And it'll be on all the rest of them probably within the next few days. Spotify always takes a little bit longer, but right now it's on Apple Music. So you can find it there.
And where? I never asked this, but like, where do you prefer people to listen to your music?
Listen, I really don't care. If you're going to cop it off the Bandcamp or just run me some cash to my pocket,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But if you're going to listen to it, I really don't care.
Yeah.
Bandcamp, Apple
you.
Music,
Yeah.
Spotify, whatever's clever. Bootleg it.
You just want people to enjoy the music.
That would be fire
Yeah.
if people bootlegged it.
Yeah.
That's when
like
you
made
know.
CDs.
No, they're making tapes of it.
That would be super nice.
I've seen them.
You've seen them.
I've seen them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So ROCKFELLAS was a couple years ago,
Yep.
and so you said those two tracks were made about ROCKFELLAS time. So let's talk about the other tracks on the album on PACKMAN. There's some 80 Rock production. There's some SkinDeep production. Some Adda Boe.
Skinny.
Right. So I tried to, honestly, the order of the album is almost the order in which kind of they got recorded a little bit. That's why I started it with Speedmaster and Exploded. But 80 actually did the intro as well, Supernatural, which is the last song that I recorded for the album. So 80 has the most early joints that we recorded, like almost 3 years ago. And he also has the most recent joint I recorded for the album as well, which was recorded probably in October. As for the rest of them, they were all pretty much recorded this year, I would say. I can't really think of any that are older than that. There's a couple of the Adda Boe joints that might have been 2021. Adda Boe sent me those beats a long time ago. And I appreciate his patience because I hate sitting on beats. When people send me beats, like I like to have a plan for them right away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to just kind of hold on to them. But I told him from years ago, I said, yo, I'm going to use these. Just I have a couple projects that are going to come out before that. So he was patient, and here we are.
Nice.
Shout out Cobra.
Yeah, shout out to Adda Boe. Shout out to that owl.
His photography is just stunning.
Yeah.
The time he puts into those shots to wait for strange, odd owls in the wild that are only seen a
Why don't
couple
you
times a year.
Explain what you're saying right now.
The guy who made Adda Boe, who made a bunch of beats on PACKMAN, is also a very talented wildlife photographer. that has very rare sightings of, you know,
Owls.
baby owls of a very strange, rare species. And he's the type to like lie on the ground in some leaves for 3 hours.
And just wait for the moment.
Wait for the moment.
That's amazing. So
Yeah.
That is amazing.
I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together because I never met Adda Boe, but I know he's your homie. But the back of the artwork for the JRed The Doctor cover, the PACKMAN cover, he had different. You know, you had 80 Rock as a cartoon,
Right.
Yourself as a cartoon,
Uh-huh.
and then there was this owl for Adda Boe, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, like what's going on? I'll ask the guy later, you know. So that pretty much tells that.
Exactly.
That's pretty
Okay.
much that.
Exactly.
And also, like, if you go on Adda Boe's page, I've also never met Adda Boe either.
No.
Like, we text, and we've been in contact for years, but I've never actually met him. So I went on his page. I was trying to get a cartoon for everyone, and I was just going on people's pages, grabbing pics, and sending them to the guy who made the cover. And Adda Boe doesn't have pictures of himself on there. He has more pictures
I
of
feel like
owls.
he used to.
He may have used to, but he had like one picture of him in the flesh and like his head's turned, like you can't even see his face. So I just put the owl. I think it's a good representation of him. He liked it. I loved it. So, and shouts to my brother Ben. He's the one who made that cover. I think it's a immaculate cover,
Dope cover.
front
Yeah.
cover and back cover. Super well done. So shouts to my brother.
And what was the idea? Did he come up with the things that you chose to put on the front and back cover, or was it a conversation that brought that vision?
Well, yeah, no, it's always a conversation. I usually have a bunch of ideas. I just kind of throw a bunch of ideas at him, and he will kind of bring them all together. So, like, as for the front cover, everything you see on the front cover, like, is a reference to the album. None of it is just random. Obviously, one side of it, you see, like, the Olympic Stadium. You see that Farine 5 Roses sign. Like, that's Montreal stuff. You see my AC, my MDX. Everyone who knows me knows that. And then on the other side, you see Hollywood. You see Paris. You see, what else? You see just, like, other landmarks. The New York City, yeah.
Some Uber Eats.
You see the Five Guys, you see the Shake Shack, and these are all in the bars. There's actually there's even like a little Flintstones reference. I don't know if anyone caught that, but there's like a Flintstones reference on there. I got my Lakers duffel bag. So yeah, it all ties in. Everything you see on that front cover is mentioned in the album. And as for the back cover, I just wanted something that kind of showed the people who I collaborated with, because the album wouldn't be possible without them. So the back cover to me is just as important as the front cover.
Yeah, man, and you tied in with the whole theme of being a comic or whatever. You know, you gave the cover, and it's like, oh, these are the different players that are
Exactly.
that you're gonna see throughout.
Those are the characters.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So why don't we were talking about Adda Boe and the owl and everything. Why don't you pick a track produced by Adda Boe?
All right, let's put on throw on Onions. This is Onions off PACKMAN, produced by Adda Boe, The Owl, and yeah, man. Ear.
All the way live radio, CKUT 90.3 FM. That was
Onions, produced by Adda Boe.
so yeah. Let's talk about the recording process, man. What I admire about you as an artist is like you actually take time. You don't try to fit things into everybody else's schedule. You take time to book a full block day of recording at the studio, and you know you invest in yourself, and that's something that a lot of people lack. You know.
Right. So yeah, usually when I go to the studio, or I mean always when I go to the studio, I book it for the whole day. It's usually like a 10 to 12 hour block. That way I could just get a lot done. Because I don't go to the studio, like some people have their own studios. Some people go to the studio every day, every week. I go to the studio like once a month, max. And that doesn't mean like, that's not because I'm not working on music. That's just because like I don't write in the studio.
Yeah.
I can't just live in the studio because I don't know where my content would come from if I was doing that. So I need to be outside. I need to be driving around. I need to just be living my life. That's how the verses really get written. that's where the inspiration comes from. And then that way I could book a whole day at the studio and just bang out, 3, 4, 5 tracks, maybe a whole EP, maybe a whole album. That's my process.
Mm-hmm. And when it came to, let's say, ROCKFELLAS, for instance, was there anything that was done like spontaneously, or was that all written ahead of time? And
88 definitely came about spontaneously, but I don't know if we were really writing bars in the studio. We might have kind of been fine-tuning things in the studio, but for the most part, we came to the studio ready, me and Regal, each session. We kind of knew what we were dealing with. But yeah, the most spontaneous one would have been 88, because like I said, going back to that day that we've been talking about, that first session, he just came to do Speedmaster. He knew he was doing Speedmaster. And then we pulled up 88 just because he was there, and we just had the studio booked. So that was, I would say that was the most spontaneous of any of the tracks on ROCKFELLAS.
Mm-hmm. How many sessions were there?
I would say 4, maybe 3 or 4. And like I said, keep in mind, these are full day sessions. So it doesn't sound like a lot, 3, 4 sessions, but like these are full days, maybe 5. Let's say 5.
Yeah. You're also
Max.
mixing in there as well.
Yeah, we're mixing. We're getting everything done.
It's
while
not
we're in
just
there.
recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like to be there for the mix.
It's all in one. It's good.
Yeah, man.
You can feel like you leave the studio with the product all kind of
Right.
close to ready, at least,
That's it. And then I listen to it in the whip, and then the next time I go back, I have my notes to fine tune things. 80? 80's got a weird look on his face, like he wants to say something.
Everything you're saying is,
all right.
is
Yeah,
being said.
I was just giving him the space. I was like trying to stay
Yeah, there's
quiet. I
nothing
thought
I
he was
can
going to
say.
jump in, then he just kind of winked or something.
Yeah, he winked at you.
But
he's saying everything. It was about 5 sessions. It was Tweed Suit was, I guess, the last song that we recorded, and I think that was probably the most spontaneous song as far as like timing.
Right.
Because we had the whole album done, and it was missing something. It was missing like a hard track that was dark. Because the only other dark song would be The Pot.
Right.
And we just needed one more. And then I sent them that beat, and I think it was soon after, within the week.
Very soon after.
Yeah, they were back in the studio, did that song.
So I remember when you showed us the Tweed Suit beat, it was actually up north. We went up north, we booked a cottage, and we filmed a couple videos for the album. We recorded, we filmed the Runners video, and we filmed the ROCKFELLAS title track video in pretty much the same day. Regal was half dead that day. He was ill, but he got it done. And you showed us that Tweed Suit beat up there, and I think we may have thought that the album was done, but then we heard this beat and we were like, oh, okay, we need to add this.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Tweed Suit was the last one we recorded.
I think that's my favorite on the project.
Yeah, you guys were the only ones who ever heard that beat.
Right. That's how it should be. I mean, only us.
That's a rarity
We
for
should
80.
only be hearing.
He's trying to say
Nah,
other
I'm
people
playing.
rejected
Exactly.
the beats.
Everybody
Is that what
turned it
you're
down.
trying
That's why I offered it to you guys.
Yeah, it was left over.
Yeah, man.
I mean, we should get into that. I think we should get into Tweed Suit.
Tweed Suit. Let's do it, man.
Yeah, man.
It's a good one.
Segue.
So, ROCKFELLAS, 80 Rock, JRed The Doctor, Mori Regal, Tweed Suit, All the Way Live Radio, CKUT, 90.3 FM. Anything you want to add?
Check the video.
Doctor.
All the Way Live Radio, CKUT, 90.3 FM.
CKUT.
That was ROCKFELLAS, Tweed Suit.
Mm-hmm.
JRed The Doctor, Mori Regal, 80 Rock on the beats.
Yes, sir. And shouts to Borden for facilitating that video shoot.
True.
Yeah, we shot in.
that.
Yeah, Borden hooked up that bar that you see in the Tweed Suit video.
Yeah.
So shouts to Borden, man.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Borden.
Yeah, that was a really fun day when we recorded that video. When
It
we
was
filmed
good.
that.
It was good.
Shooting some pool. We ate some
Good charcuterie
some
plate.
gabagool, some prosciutto.
Wasn't that during the pandemic? It was tough to get bars because I remember trying for you guys.
I think it was near the end of the restrictions and all that.
Yeah, I do remember there was
I
a
think
week.
the bar would have been open later that day.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It was open.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I vaguely remember calling my ex-girlfriend to try to get a bar for you guys.
Yeah,
And it didn't work
True,
out.
True.
we were trying to record that video. We knew we wanted to shoot in a bar for well over a year. That's why the Tweed Suit video came out like a year and a half after the ROCKFELLAS album came out.
It had to be a certain way.
It had to get done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
but it's good, man. It brings light back to some great music, you know. And sometimes it takes another video to go and promote something that you did in the past.
Exactly.
And you know, how else are you gonna do it but just kind of share something, you know? So
And
good.
it's Regal's best verse on the album, so
Crazy verse.
he really pushed for it. We were supposed to do it in a bar in Trois-Rivières.
Oh man.
Something happened there. We couldn't get that
Oh, yeah,
place.
yeah,
and
that's
then we had another place lined up, and then COVID restrictions hit, and everybody was scared and couldn't do it. And then, so we waited. But Regal was really persistent. He was, you know, at least once a month, he would hit us up.
And he knew exactly what he wanted with that
Okay,
video,
so which bar does this guy have a bar? Does we need a bar? Blah, 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 blah. So because he had a direction, like he had an idea and an image for the video.
Nice,
Yeah, it was
nice.
good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. ROCKFELLAS is it's a good vibe, and really happy that you guys, you know, made me a part of that. Just to even do those cuts on one of those tracks there, man. It was
Yeah,
I was
for
happy
sure.
to be part of it. It's a
Oh
great,
man,
great piece of music, man.
we appreciate you for that, man. That came out fire.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, back to PACKMAN. We'll go back and forth, you know. But PACKMAN is the new album that you drop.
Yes,
People
sir.
can go get that. JRed The Doctor .bandcamp.com.
That's it.
Yeah. So there was a track that we all got invited to this video shoot, and it was more of a
Oh,
chilling
man.
than a video shoot to me. And it was nice. It was nice.
That was a great time, but if you're trying to like segue into playing that song's called Lakers Game, and I'm feeling really bad about the Lakers right now.
After last night, ooh.
They had a debacle last night. Like I'm sick to my stomach thinking
How many
about
points?
the Lakers. Let me just quiet down, please.
You really take it to heart when
They blew a 10-point lead with like 3 minutes to go to the Celtics, and I'm sick. I'm beyond disgusted.
AD missed
So
two free
we're not going to
throws.
play that song.
didn't
we're
they
not, we're
do
not,
that the other
not
day
playing the
against
song.
Philly?
Well, against Philly, it was the opposite. They actually came back from like 7 points with like 30 seconds to go. And then listen, what happened, what was the same was AD is missing clutch free throws.
Yep.
But we don't need to get into this. But we're not going to play the Lakers game song right now. Because
You
the
didn't
Lakers,
come here to talk
Well,
Lakers.
Nah.
You don't have to play it, but I might because I
we're not
going
going to play that.
The video
We're not going
shoot.
to play that just yet.
Big
but it
shout
was
out to this guy here, 80. Big shout out to Lemme Kno for
Thank you.
he was working hard on the
Big shout
camera.
out, yeah. Big shout out to JRed for big dogging you out of trying to play the song.
Yeah, but he can't do that. I got.
So you're trying to big dog him?
I'm gonna. It'll get played today.
But
I
anyway.
don't care how because to me the Lakers, when I listen to that track, it's not about the Lakers now. It's about the Lakers as an entity, and it's about the experience rather than like how did they do last night. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, we could
But
talk
I
about
could see in your eyes.
We could talk
take
about
this
the
very personally.
We could talk about the video shoot because I had a great time, and shouts to everyone who came through to the Lakers game video shoot, and big shouts to Lemme Kno. It was a lot of work that night. But yeah, a lot of people came through and showed love,
Yeah,
and
man.
I appreciate
Big dog jeans. It was Magnum.
Mags, RVLR Mags came through, Borden came through, Nicholas Craven came through, Jimmie D
Jimmie
came
D.
through, Cuckoo came through.
Yeah, man.
All the people were there. Pro V was
Pesci.
there, 80 Rock was there.
Got a
Lil Pesci
Lowe's.
came through at the tail end of it, but he came through. Yeah, everyone was in there. It was a great time.
Big
The big dog was
skinny.
there. Oh yeah,
SkinDeep.
Akil was there. Shouts to SkinDeep, man. Shouts to SkinDeep. Here, you want to play a song? Play the SkinDeep song off the album. I told SkinDeep we're gonna play this song today.
Yeah, and
that's
when,
been my.
when we finish that song, let's talk about you and Skinny's work in the past, man. You guys been working and know
Yes.
each other for years, so let's,
Absolutely.
So let
Shout
the
out
people know
SkinDeep.
about the track, and I'll get it going.
So this track's produced by my man SkinDeep. He sent me this beat well over a year ago. It was the same type of situation. I said, "Yo, I'm gonna use this. I just don't know when." And he was patient, and we ended up throwing it on the PACKMAN album. And I appreciate Akil. That's been my man from time. So shouts to SkinDeep. Track is called "I Like That."
All the way live radio, CKUT 90.3 FM. That was JRed The Doctor.
Shout out SkinDeep.
Produced by SkinDeep. I like that. That's on the new PACKMAN album.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about SkinDeep, man. Big shout out to SkinDeep. PACKMAN.
That's my man. So I've known SkinDeep for 10 plus years, and we connected strictly on a music level. Like, he was kind of from my area.
Never was friends?
I mean, we didn't know each other. We only connected on a music level. And yeah, we became friends through that.
Not roommates, though, just friends.
Roommates? No, never that.
Okay.
Don't listen to this guy.
No, I never
I
had
could
a
turn his mic off
roommate.
if you want me to. You just let me know. He gave me the signal.
All right. But yeah, no, Akil's been the homie from time. We've done a lot of work together over the years, so it was only right that I had him on the album, because it's been since in the past like 3-4 years I've been having these like official album releases. SkinDeep hasn't been on any of them, so I wanted to make a point to get him on there. It's only right.
Beats fire.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's a super strong beat. I mess with it.
Yeah, man. So, what else do you want to, like, when it comes to the upcoming videos, like, what do you have in store for the rest of the PACKMAN, like?
Everything is already filmed, which feels great. I have 3 videos yet to drop. We have the title track PACKMAN video coming out next week. Then me and Lemmy have a video with Jimmie D. Big shouts to Jimmie D. And then the last one will be Lakers game. And
just quickly, the Jimmie video, these guys were smoking joints the entire time. They were so damn stoned at that video.
We're easy now. Easy now.
Wait, we can't talk about it?
What's going on here?
We can't talk about it? It's legal?
Wait.
No, let's focus on.
Okay. Fair enough.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess we were smoked out. I guess we were. Fair point. He's not lying.
Too many cigarettes.
Whoa.
But yeah,
Who's smoking cigarettes?
big shout out to Jimmy. So you guys had fun at the video shoot.
Oh, yeah. Always.
Nice.
Great time.
What was the theme behind that shoot?
Being on the block and being on the strip.
Yeah. I mean,
Wasn't it?
my favorite part was burritos before the shoot.
The munchies.
But that's not.
Yeah.
Yes, what the concept was.
I'm just saying that's where I was going with it. But we kind of walked around an area that we knew we were going to shoot in, and we were looking for specific, mainly like alcoves. I wanted to find stuff where there was stuff on either side of them.
Alcove?
Like something where you have either a building or something on either side of them, so that when I use the gimbal, you can see the movement from the sides. So that when they're staying in one place, you have movement from the, I guess, extremities. So we like if you the video's not out yet, but I was gonna say if you see the video, but no, there's a lot of like on either side you're gonna see a building on either side of them for the reason of I wanted to show some movement. So
Listen, the track is Assists. It's a very gutter song, so it was just about doing a gutter video. We're out there. We're in the gutter. We're in the sewer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
It's
Is that the
really-
first time you and Jimmy linked up
Yeah.
to do a track?
Yeah. So this is the first time, but it should be the first of many. We've been talking about more things to do together down the line and in the near future. So, but yeah, this is the first one
Okay.
of me and Jimmy.
So, on that note,
Yeah. Let's get into it. Big
obviously-
shouts to Jimmie D. I'm a big fan, and I'm a big fan of everyone you see me working with, and even everyone in this room right now. Like, just shouts to everyone I've been collabing with. Like, I'm a fan of them truly, and that's how I became, friendly with them. It's not like these are just my boys and I'm working with my friends. Like, I'm genuinely a fan of all these other artists and producers, and that's why we're working together. So big shouts to Jimmie D.
shout out to you, man. I'm a fan of your music.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. So let's get into it.
Yes, sir. Assists, JRed The Doctor featuring Jimmie D, produced by Adda Boe.
Doctor.
All the way live radio, CKUT 90.3 FM. JRed The Doctor with Assists featuring Jimmie D, produced by Adda Boe.
Yeah, man. He
What was
cut
the
it.
song?
He cut it like a street surgeon, and then he served it to a street person. and he was burning Purple Durban Poison. That's Jimmie D, man. Shouts to him.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Jimmy. G.
Jimmie G.
Yeah, he knows what I'm. Jimmy knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, yeah. Like, what else hasn't been said about PACKMAN that you'd like to talk about? Because like, I feel like I asked you a bunch of stuff, but
I mean, we've covered a lot of it. You're just gonna have to bring it out of me, bro.
like, great artwork.
Yeah, the
Front to
artwork's
back. Shout out to
crazy.
your bro on that.
Yeah, shouts to him, man. Shouts to Ben.
Great music. Shout out to 80. Shout out to Adda Boe. Shout out to SkinDeep.
Yeah, I want to shout out everyone that's on that album, and not just on that album, but everyone I've been working with over the past few years. So that's, Akil, No Mistakes, Adda Boe, 80 Rock, Mori Regal, Jimmie D, RVLR Mags. That's a big one, man. I really appreciate him. I appreciate the album he did with 80 as well. That made a lot of noise in the city. And that song that me and Mags did on my last album earlier in the year, that's still one of my favorite things I've ever done, and probably that I'll ever do. I hold Mags in really high regard because he's had a big impact on the city for the better part of 10 plus years, more even, and his pen game is just as sharp as ever. So yeah, let's play it. This is Hot Plate off my last album, GRIMEY, featuring RVLR Mags. Shouts to him. Let's run it.
All the way live radio, CKUT, 90.3 FM. That was Hot Plate. JRed The Doctor featuring Magnum.
I gotta correct you. I'm sorry. It's RVLR Mags, because I know he corrected you when he was here at the radio.
Crazy.
By calling him Magnum.
Yeah, and I made that mistake as well. Like on the video, and even on that last album, I listed him as Magnum. He never told me otherwise, but I remember when he was on your show a couple weeks back.
That was Hot Plate by JRed The Doctor featuring RVLR Mags.
There we go. There he is.
Yeah, man. Off of the GRIMEY album.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Great album, man.
Thank you, man. I'm proud of that one. There's a lot of good joints on there. Shouts to Ice Lord. That's a dude from like Cleveland or somewhere in the States. He's really nice with it. He messes around with the Mussolini and O Finesse and Ninth Wonder. They have a lot of good music that's come out within the past year. So shouts to Ice Lord. He's on that album. And as always, shouts to Mori Regal. Me and Regal have a crazy one on that album as well. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm really proud of that album. And shouts to Riley Mahoney, who took the photo for the cover of that album, and he's taken a bunch of photos for me over the years, and he's shot a lot of videos for me over the years, and that's my brother. So shouts to him.
Is that the one? It's a Jay-Z, right? It's like Volume 3.
No, but he shot that cover as well.
That one too?
That was Wheel Talk. That
Excuse
was now we're going years back.
Okay.
That was 2015. 80 Rock is actually on there. He shot that cover as well.
Okay.
So shouts to Riley, and shouts to 5 Pound Media. He's nice with it.
Yeah, we use cuts from those tracks on ROCKFELLAS.
Yes. That Pro V
yeah,
that you cut up on there.
One of them was from Sophisticated, right?
one of them
there's
ones, yeah,
another
one of
one
them
from
is from
something else?
Sophisticated, but it's not that one. I think there was.
Then there's another one. It's from a song called Wheel Talk. It was the title track off that older project that we're referring to.
Right.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
cut a vocal from that. And then you had a vocal from the Real Rock project as well on that same joint, on the ROCKFELLAS cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man. It's nice to be part of those things and just to add little sprinkles to some great music, So
Absolutely.
appreciate that opportunity.
Absolutely, man.
So how long ago was GRIMEY? When did it
GRIMEY came out on February 12th of 2022.
Mm-hmm.
It was the day before the Rams won the Super Bowl, and it was my birthday. So that album, it means a lot to me, that album. And even the timing of it, it's just, it all came together. It makes sense. It was destiny.
So is the Rams your team?
Yeah, all day. It's been my team.
Are you a Dodgers fan?
I don't watch baseball.
Okay.
I
No,
only
'cause
watch.
you-
I only watch Pro V play baseball. I
Fair.
don't watch the major leagues. But no, big Rams fan since bro. That's like over 20 years. Really strong. It's been a lot of pain. A lot of my pain comes from those down years.
Are they in LA? Or
They're in LA right now.
That's
yeah.
why I said
But
it,
I
because
was-
he's a Lakers fan
it's a
and
Lakers,
Rams fan.
But
Rams.
I was a fan of the St. Louis Rams too. I'm
Okay.
a fan of wherever they're gonna play. I will be a fan of that team. But we don't need to talk about the Rams either. That's another sore spot
Oh, but
right
you're
now.
a big sports guy, and we're just kind of like, you know, alluding to that. It comes out in the bars as well, you know.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm
Part
into
of the
sports.
content, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You used to play basketball as well.
Oh, I still ball. I'll still ball. Cross you up.
Not me.
Dog you.
Not me either.
Everyone
Maybe
in this
people
room
listening,
can get that work, bro. And I'm sorry, and I love all you guys, but if we step on the hardwood, man,
Pro and Lemmy got you.
Yeah, sorry.
dog.
I put in my
God.
10,000 hours.
Just okay. Okay. Anyway, let's not get into all this
Shit's
right now because
perfected.
this will just derail everything. But no, I'm nicer than all you guys, so let's just continue.
Liar.
Yeah, man. So
we have something to do this summer now.
Yeah.
you got a video to shoot.
Right.
Throw up the tripod.
Yeah.
80's gonna put money down. Bet his watch.
No, I'm not a gambling man.
But yeah, man. And do you have plans for after Pac-Man?
Yeah, so I have a next album that is already in the works. I don't want to say too much about it because Pac-Man literally just came out, so
Yeah.
I'd rather speak on that and the past work. But yeah, there'll be another album coming out early 2023 that I've been working on already. As always, I got my man Regal already on there, and I got my man Lo Pesci already on there as well.
Big Pesh.
Those I think are the only two, and Mags, RVLR Mags will be on that one as well.
RVLR.
But big shouts to Lo Pesci. He's getting busy right now. He's really doing a lot of work. I did a little performance with him just last Friday. So it's good to see him back in the fold and doing his thing. Shouts to him. He's
got a track that just dropped with Saint Sucré. I think it was last week.
right. Yeah. That project's crazy.
Layup lines.
Yeah, absolutely. Shouts to Saint Sucré as
Yeah,
well.
man. So we're talking about old stuff. We're talking about Grammy. Let's talk about Gourmet Raps with Nicholas Craven. Big shout out to Craven.
Yeah, big shout out to Craven, man. I mean, what can be said about him? He's really doing his thing. This guy is a very prolific artist, always releasing great projects. But yeah, in terms of the album I did with him, I consider that like the first official release that I had. Even though I had been making music close to 10 years prior to that, it was like that was kind of the beginning, a new beginning, if you will. You know, I hollered at Craven. I really didn't know him at all. All I knew about him was that he had that track Wolfing Down with Rock Marciano. That was my favorite song. That still is one of my favorite songs ever. And then I found out that 80 Rock knows Craven personally. So then I just reached out and I said, yo, how can we work? Mm-hmm. And I ended up getting a pack from him. And I got Regal on there and I got Carrera on there. And yeah, the rest is history. I'm very proud of that album as well. Came together very nicely.
Something that's cool about JRed is he'll reach out. He'll speak to the producers directly. He'll speak to the videographers directly. He'll go out of his way to make a friend or an acquaintance. And a lot of people, though, rather send an email or a DM. You're going to get a call.
It's a touch that sometimes, how do I put this, is like a lot of artists have a lot of ego and they're scared to put that ego aside just to put themselves in a vulnerable place.
Right.
So when you go and you reach out to producers or even other artists, you're putting yourself in a vulnerable place, and a lot of people are scared to even do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And this maybe saying it to you doesn't hold a lot of weight, but for a lot, like I see this, you know what I mean? So
Okay.
it's like, yeah, I don't know, I'm just commenting on that and adding on to what Lemmy's saying. You know?
No, I appreciate it.
I was going to say, Mag said it right. JRed's a real feisty guy. And he is.
I mean, I don't really know what that means, but I appreciate
But you
Mags
feel
for
it.
saying that.
You
I
feel
feel
it.
it, yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's deep within. But
Yeah.
no, honestly, the way I look at it is like I said before, I reach out to people I'm a fan of. So if I can work with people that I'm a genuine fan of, then what more can I ask for? And if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. But I'm always gonna reach out. I'm gonna try to make the best product possible, and for that to happen, I gotta reach out to people that I like.
Yeah, man. And, you know, we're talking about it, so let's get into Sophisticated.
Yes, sir. So shouts to, this is the first thing I ever did with Mori Regal. And even shouts to 80 Rock. 80 Rock facilitated this whole collaboration because I met Regal through 80 at 80's apartment one time. And 80's also in the video. So
yeah, I was the Craven stunt double because he couldn't make the video.
he was standing in for Nick Craven.
So he needed another tall white.
Who doesn't like being in the videos? I recently found out. He won't be in his own videos. He'll be in other people's videos, but he won't be in his own.
That's Craven?
Craven, yeah.
Okay.
You won't get Craven. And like, I have that Chung video, and I had to really push for it. Like, really push. You want that? You sure? And I'm like, man, come on. It has to be.
Yeah.
And just while we're on the topic, big shouts to that camp over there. Shouts to Craven. Shouts to Mike Shab. Shouts to Jimmie D. Shouts to Chung. That team is brolic. I mess with them heavy. So this is a Sophisticated JRed The Doctor featuring Mori Regal, produced by Nicholas Craven. Bow bow.
All the way live radio, CKUT, 90.3 FM. Every single Wednesday from 3 to 5. This is Pro V. Really happy to have JRed The Doctor here. Big shout out to 80 Rock and Lemme Kno, who are chilling here as well.
Hi.
But yeah, man, a lot of great music we've been playing for the past, hour and 15 minutes.
Appreciate it, man.
And
Appreciate you.
great catalog. We're not even going back to the old stuff. This is just the past couple of years of work, So.
No, that's it. And like I said, I kind of considered the Craven thing from 2020. That album is kind of like, that's as far back as I go. Mm-hmm. I don't really go further than that. That's kind of when it...
Couple rap shows in Dorval.
A bunch of rap shows in Dorval, dog. But yeah, I don't go back to all those. Mm-hmm. So that's ancient history.
I hear you. So, one thing we kind of talk about, regularly is this whole, physical music, putting music out in physical form. So what's, and you have any plans to do that?
I do. I don't want to speak too much on it because I don't like to talk about things I'm going to do. I like talking about things that are done. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, luckily I'm the one who brought it up, so it's not like you're fronting,
No, I feel you. So there will definitely be hard copies in some shape or form of PACKMAN. I'm even working on getting GRIMEY, possibly on a vinyl. But yeah, I don't really like to talk about things that are, months down the line. So when those come about, I will definitely announce them. Mm-hmm. But it is all about the physical copies of music, and I see you with your tapes. I love that.
Sees you.
Yeah, I see you.
Heritage moment.
Yeah, man.
And shouts to everyone who's printing their music, whether it's a CD or a vinyl or a tape. I really appreciate that stuff. I'm the same way. Like, sure, I'll buy an album digitally to support, but like those files just kind of sit around on your computer. I still listen to CDs in my car.
And you collect a few records as well.
I definitely collect records. I got a bunch of records of people I'm fans of.
Because I say it as an artist as well. I'm like, man, I got to have some of my stuff on vinyl, and it just, I feel that burning within to,
Absolutely. So I'm with you.
To have thousands of records and not have my own stuff.
Right.
It really hits when, like, I'm around Craven. He'll come through with a whole crate of his own music, and I'm like,
yeah.
You can do a whole set of just, like, your music for a couple hours off of wax. It's like, man, it's inspiring,
Absolutely, and he's showing the way right now. So the blueprint is there for everyone to follow. So yeah, again, shouts to Craven, man.
Big. Yeah, man. So let's talk about like a little bit about influences coming up. We didn't talk about that at all, and we said that we would talk about that. So
my influence coming up, I mean, shit. I mean, the main influence is Penny Hardaway.
Okay.
Marshall Falk.
So what about Penny Hardaway was the...
Like, the shoes and, like, the length and, like, the lankiness and the bounce. and when he beat Jordan with Shaq.
That wasn't a full Jordan, though. That wasn't a real Jordan.
That wasn't a
That
real
was
Jordan.
Fake Jordan.
That was Michael Jordan.
It was a heavier baseball
It
Jordan.
was 45 Jordan.
Gambling.
Anyway, I'm not trying to get into these whole sports talks, but yeah, as for
Can,
my
though.
inspiration,
You definitely can. It's not a.
as for my inspirations, like, yeah, a lot of it comes from Allen Iverson. Yeah, that's the main inspiration is Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson, Penny Hardaway, Marshall Falk, Dion.
First time I saw Penny Hardaway was in Blue Chips.
Yeah.
So Blue Chips was coming out, and I went to my mom, and I'm like, I want to go see this movie. Shaquille O'Neal's in the movie. I got to see it. Shaq's in the movie, you know? So we go, and then there's this other guy, Penny Hardaway. This guy's killing it. And then you just saw them grow, and I was like, wow, this is like magical. The way they're like both in a movie killing it, then they're like teammates killing it.
Well, the story is that Shaq filmed that movie and then went back to Orlando and said, you have to draft this kid out of Memphis, Penny Hardaway. They weren't teammates before that. They became teammates after that.
Yeah, on set, Penny was like, I have to figure out a way to impress this guy and make him want me on his team, because this is like an unstoppable force. And so he was just trying to feed Shaq properly in those games that they were filming. You know?
Right.
And Shaq didn't even know he was, like you said, you didn't even know he was an actual player. He thought he was just
an actor.
Like a stand-in.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Neon Bordeaux.
Yeah.
And I think Nick Anderson's also in that movie. There was 3 dudes who was on the Magic.
John
in that
Wallace
movie,
was in
so
that
I think-
movie. Rick Fox was in that movie. No, sorry. I'm thinking about He Got Game.
Yeah, Rick Fox.
But John
was-
Wallace was in it, I think.
I don't remember where.
I don't know who John Wallace is.
I know.
No, I think it's He Got Game. I'm mistaken again.
You.
Yeah, I'm terrible. All right, cut the mic.
But yeah, I don't know. Inspirations, like there's way too much music to talk about that has inspired me over the years, and like I'm here to talk about my own music, not anyone else's really. So,
Boom.
yeah.
John Cena.
John Cena is a huge inspiration. X-Pac, Shawn Michaels, you know, all of that.
Michaels.
The whole
All of
Michaels
that.
family, actually.
Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Shouts to 80, just trying to derail every conversation
No,
that's
not at
happening.
all. Not at all. You've said that in previous interviews that John Cena was a big inspiration.
Yeah. No, the best was when I said that on that podcast, how serious they all took it. They were like, yo, like, what albums? Like, I was like, yo, are these guys, what's going on here? I said John Cena. Let's have a laugh and let's keep it moving. You know?
Yeah, man. All right. So what else do you want to talk about? Like, is there anything that I haven't asked you about, you know, recent music that you want to share with the people, let people know about your music?
Yeah, I mean, let's go back to the GRIMEY album. I really want to play Apollo by me and Mori Regal. That was one of the big joints I released this year. Shouts to my man Vinny Santoro, who let me shoot in his garage. And he also had his Aston Martin in the clip. So shouts to my man Vinny, and shouts to my man Riley again, who was also there. And big shouts to KOZYKEV, who killed this video as always.
And while we're on the topic, like, because we've been talking about a lot of videos that you did. So where can people who are listening go listen?
They're all on
watch
my
your videos.
They're all on my YouTube channel. So my thing on YouTube is JRed The Doctor, just like it is everywhere else.
All the way live radio, CKUT 90.3 FM. That was
Apollo featuring Mori Regal by JRed The Doctor.
Who produced that one?
That's The Historian. That's a kid from out in Cali. I don't have much of a relationship with him, but I got that beat pack from him a couple years ago, and we made a great album. So shouts to him.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
So, you said earlier you wanted to play Chips, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wanna give Regal his shine, because Regal would be here right now if he wasn't out of town. So, and I love that joint, and that's 80 Rock, and that's you, Pro V, with my man Regal.
Yeah, just thought of that. I didn't want to forget it.
So yeah, let's
Let me
work
know
that
it's
in.
on the 3s and 4s right now, pulling it up.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I really wanted to be on that track. I don't know if 80 remembers, but I remember when you guys were putting out the Sunset project, and 80 had showed me the Chips beat, and he said, I want to get a verse, or I want to get a song on this. It's going to be like a hidden song kind of within this beat tape. And I was like, ooh, was like, all right, like, but 80 just kind of teasing me with that. And then he threw it to Regal, but I love what you guys did with it, so.
Maybe pull up Sunset.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a hassle, we don't need to get into that.
No, we'll get into it.
Where did we record? Oh no, I think Regal recorded.
Yeah,
Chips.
he did it up in. I think he did it in Three Rivers. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He runs things up there in
For
Trois-Rivières.
I want to go there with him.
He's the Don Dada.
We were supposed to go up there with them to shoot the tweed suit, but it just got too loud up there. Everyone knows Regal up there. He's a real celeb.
I want that treatment, like the Regal treatment, like all the doors open and the red carpet, and
Yeah, I want that too.
you know, I want to go where like the best. I want to do all the best things in Trois-Rivières.
I've only played
I
baseball
feel like
there.
he's the guy.
He is the guy.
I used to play in a stadium there that used to be a minor league stadium for the Cincinnati Reds. And they said that Ken Griffey Sr. used to play there.
Right.
So that was like the big, oh yeah, Ken Griffey talk, you know, like when
Nice.
in those times, you know.
Yeah, shouts to King Griffey.
Yeah, man. That's
For sure. I hope he's listening.
Yeah, man. Run
I think he is.
Run it, Lemmy. All the way live radio, CKUT 90.3 FM. This next track is a special request.
Yeah, so just while
playing
we're
around,
on, while we were on Regal and all that, I wanted to play the pot because this is one of our best joints. So shout out to Mori Regal once again, KOZYKEV, 80 Rock. Let's run that.
All the way live radio, CKUT 90.3 FM. Every single Wednesday from 3 to 5. This is Pro V. Big shout out to JRed The Doctor in the building, telling his story, playing his music. And shout out to 80 Rock and Lemme Kno here on the side.
Hi.
Film Squad. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
So that was The Pot from the ROCKFELLAS album.
Yeah. I drop cash on my rams and hope for it.
What's each favorite track on ROCKFELLAS? You guys are both, you know.
That's tough.
people
I don't
to
know.
ask.
Well, I think 80 said his is Tweed Suit or the pot.
Nah, mine's actually Runners.
Runners, nice.
Which is the first track. It sounds different than all the other songs on the album, and just the sample and the way the beat is, it was a big favorite of mine even before the track was made. So then they did their job on the track, and I don't know, it was always my favorite from the start. And then I would say probably Tweed Suits and Runner. Sorry, my bad, and the pot.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I would probably say the pot. I don't know. That's a tough question. I've really never thought of which one is my favorite. I like Runners. I
think
like
the pot's the most like unanimous.
I like the title track as well, ROCKFELLAS. It was the last track on the album. I really like that one as well. But it's a really well-rounded album. I like the whole thing front to back.
I'll just apologize for Penny.
No, there's no apology necessary.
We love Penny. I love Penny, man.
I love Penny too.
Not my best work, but you guys are cool.
No, it came out.
As long as we're patching things between you and Morris, then everything's
Right?
gonna be all right.
As long as Morris doesn't hate me, we're good.
Nah, you're good, man. You're good money. Okay, here we go.
The long piano intro.
For sure.
So what was this intro, 80?
Man, I couldn't tell you what it is because I won't say, but
Well, it's no secret because it got flagged on YouTube. So whatever it is, it's right there.
okay. So if it got flagged, then you probably know what it is because I guess you uploaded the song, right?
I don't care to really know what it is, but like if someone goes on this video, that song will appear like either underneath the video or to the side of it.
Okay.
But I love the intro. It's a very immaculate piano sample.
Yeah.
It really sets the tone. We knew this had to either be the intro or the outro.
Yeah, exactly.
So we put this at the end, and I love it.
And the sample that the actual beat's made out of it just literally rolls right into it.
Right. And this is also the track that Pro V has cuts on.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so I think this one might be my favorite on the album. This is ROCKFELLAS by the ROCKFELLAS featuring Pro V.
So that was ROCKFELLAS by the ROCKFELLAS.
featuring Pro V.
Respect.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So, talked about so much. Talked about ROCKFELLAS with Mori Regal and 80 Rock. We talked about your album with Nicholas Craven, Gourmet Raps. We talked about GRIMEY. We talked about most recent edition, PACKMAN.
Oh, yeah.
Some great music that just came out last week. And, you know, a couple videos already dropped. Still more videos to follow.
Yes, sir.
And we're definitely going to get to a little bit more music after this round. So, I said you're ready to rap.
Yeah, let's pull up a beat, man. Let's give him some bars. Yeah, up that, please, in my headphones.
Okay, this one.
Up it a bit. Grimy. Henny by the glass, I don't make it last. I just take a toast and I take it fast. Getting fast money all day, out the mud. Then I take a bath. I lost 8 stacks on the Lakers, I gotta make it back. God damn, getting cash ease the pain. I remember dishing sacks in the rain. Now I'm saying, now I'm sitting back in the range while I twist haze, then hit a couple buckets at the range. Know what I'm saying? The way I'm puffing gas, I'm deranged. I got a syndrome. A couple work phones and a friend phone. I could work at home or work on the road. No matter what the work always sold. I could sell whatever, whenever, however. Shit is never dull. What you need? A new fender or some fentanyl? Maybe you need some Fendi for your women friend. Just don't get offended how I'm getting bread. I don't get mouthy, I'm just getting head. I don't get loud, I just get ahead. I stay hungry while I'm getting fed. I'm eating good, now I'm getting fat. I stepped up on the mound and I pitched the sack. Fly to my feet when I hit the Ave. And I touch the street with my 2 hands when I bust a key. I'ma bust a move, cause this here fucking groovy. Quick to tell a bust a move from me if I'm in the mood to. Really, I'm a cool dude, rocking new shoes, eating Mushu chicken. And I don't listen to your music cause it's doo-doo. Let me tell you what I do, what the doc does, how the Stoops moves when I pops up, how I shoot hoops while I chop drugs in the new coupe when I hops out. Picked up 2 packs, bring the pots out. These new cats need to watch out. They're talking reckless and throwing shots out. My thought process is sensible. Lot of problems is endable. The knots in my pockets is spendable. I'm credible. Peep my credit score. Bet I'm better for it. Cause I'm getting more cheddar than I could fit in my sweater drawer. I chop onions, you a vegetable. The carrots in my necklace got your woman feeling sexual. You don't know a thing, and that's why I need to lecture you. I'm feeling boisterous with this oyster perpetual, my boy.
Get him.
Grimy. Doctor.
It's nice to hear someone rap on this beat.
Right?
Yeah, man. Thought you might have got away with one earlier, but I will be playing Lakers game.
Yeah, you're gonna play it?
Oh,
all
yeah,
right,
for
man.
sure.
It's okay.
I let a little bit of time
right there.
You know?
Right. Video soon.
Whose house are we in?
It's Jimmy's house, no? But yeah, man.
Yeah, we could get into
Lakers
Lakers game.
Big shout out to Kobe.
Yes.
While we were shooting this video, I happened to take a picture of you, and Lemmy, taking a shot in the corner of the spot, and Kobe happened to just be on the screen at that exact moment and captured a nice little essence there. So
yeah, it was destined.
I was like, oh, that was a nice little moment, and it was a great night, man. Good to see everybody.
That's right. And my beans always say that I saved the day because I serve them anytime and any place, just not
During the Laker game.
when the Lakers playing.
Nice try though, Lemmy.
Shouts to Adda Boe on this, produced by Adda Boe. This is Lakers game. JRed The Doctor.
Lakers game. All the way live radio, CKUT 90.3 FM. Lakers game by JRed The Doctor, produced by Adda Boe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So PACKMAN, available at JRedTheDoctor.bandcamp.com.
Yeah, available on Apple Music right now, so you could go run that up.
And
Exploded video out now.
Exploded video. Produced by
Me.
Song produced by 80 Rock.
Yeah.
Video shot and directed by Lemme Kno.
Thanks.
starring
There it is.
JRed The Doctor.
Starring.
He's a star.
Yeah.
And not too long ago, Speedmaster as well.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite videos we've done to date. Just riding super clean. Our wrists are super immaculate. It's fire, man. Like, it's just fire.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
And when it comes to your other projects, like, you know, we played a bunch of tracks from GRIMEY. We played a bunch of tracks, well, not a bunch, but we played some music from the Nicholas Craven album, Gourmet Raps. So can people find these albums as well on your Bandcamp?
Yeah, they're all there. They're all JRedTheDoctor.bandcamp.com. They're all there. They're all on Apple Music. They're all on Spotify. Wherever you can listen to music, they
And
should be
YouTube, JRed The Doctor for all the videos.
there. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. You got one of your video guys here, Lemme Kno, and you were talking a bit about KOZYKEV.
Yeah, KOZYKEV's done a bunch of great videos for not only me, but for 80 and Mags, for Regal over the years, for ROCKFELLAS project.
Great body of work.
Seas Rock.
Seas Rock. KOZYKEV is, I mean, he makes a great music video. I don't know many other people doing better music videos than KOZYKEV. And on top of that, he makes the process very enjoyable and easy. You know, it's we're not scrambling around outside looking for things. Like, this guy knows where he wants to shoot at. He really, like, directs us. He says, yo, pull up here. And then we're going to go over here. Like, he has his spots down. Anyone who shoots music videos, you know the spots is, like, the most crucial aspect of it. So this guy's got the spots. Just a good dude, man.
And he's good with timing, too. He loves, like, an early morning sunrise or sunset.
Yeah, that's probably my least favorite aspect of it. But we've shot videos at, like, 5 a.m. just because of that's the way he wants it lit.
Yeah.
So
Someone's got to have that vision. And
that's it, man. If he knows what he needs, then let's do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Got about 10 minutes left. I know we want to end off with a track from PACKMAN. We're going to end off with the PACKMAN track, right?
Yeah, we'll end with that one.
Anything else you want to play or talk about in the meantime?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we could play, let's pull up the one with Ice Lord. Like I said, that's my man. It's a really strong
Big
track. We just did the Lakers game. This one's called Mavericks. It's about, you know, gambling on the Dallas Mavericks is what it's about.
It's on GRIMEY, right?
Yeah, it's on the GRIMEY album. That's JRed The Doctor featuring Ice Lord, produced by The Historian.
All the way live radio, CKUT 90.3 FM. And squeeze a couple tracks in. This next joint is Easy Food, Dr. J.
Yes, sir.
JRed The Doctor, produced by Nicholas Craven. Anything you want to say about this one?
Nah, let's go.
Doctor.
Here.
That was JRed The Doctor, produced by Nicholas Craven. Easy Food from the Gourmet Raps album,
sir.
2020. So yeah, man, we got a couple minutes left.
About to wrap it up.
Yep.
All right, before we get out of here, I want to say major shout out to Pro V for having me on today. This was great. And for all he does for the city, putting on the artists, having this show. You've been doing the show for mad years. So, daps to you, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Big up Pro.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Big up Pro V. And shouts to everyone supporting the PACKMAN album. I see you guys, and I appreciate you.
JRedTheDoctor.bandcamp.com. JRedTheDoctor.bandcamp.com.
Drilled in your head.
That's the one. So we're going to finish it off with the title track. We got a video coming out for this next week with my man Riley. This is produced by No Mistakes. It's the first joint we did together, me and No Mistakes, but the first of many to come because this kid's really talented and I love his beats. So this is the title track, PACKMAN.
PACKMAN. Anything else you guys want to say before we get out? Because we're going to end off this.
Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, man. Happy you're here, man. Got to shout out the cameraman in the corner taking the memories.
Big shouts to
Lemme Kno,
Lemme.
man.
Lemme's been putting in that work, documenting everything that's going on. So big shouts to Lemme Kno.
Thank you.
Obviously, shouts to 80, Thank you for coming through.
Go listen to JRed's music. Go watch all the videos. Go watch everything you can watch. Go listen to everything you can listen to. Spotify, iTunes, Bandcamp.
Yes, sir.
He's everywhere. You can't miss him.
I'm out here.
Yeah, man. Grimy.
And shouts to Regal, man. He would be here if he wasn't out of town.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
big shouts to Mori Regal. That's our guy.
We're gonna get him back here when he's back in town and all that. You know,
And
so.
I'm sorry, last but not least, shouts to me.
For sure. Shouts to self.
JRed The Doctor.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, if you guys didn't hear, it's JRedTheDoctor.bandcamp.com.
Yeah.
Shouts to me. All right.
All the way live radio, CKUT 90.3 FM.
Right,
Thank you very much for tuning in. 80, relax,
Oh,
relax.
my bad.
We're still on the air.
Sorry, my bad. I apologize.
And
This
yeah,
guy,
man. Ending off with PACKMAN, like he said. Thanks for tuning in. Off the Hook Radio tonight, midnight to 2 a.m. That's about it. Peace.
You're...